Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about WR250R and some of the sport touring modifications that I've done to it over the last couple of years. If you follow my channel at all, you know that following last year's trip I did out west, I added several huge big changes. One, I added these hard panniers. These are Tusk panniers. These are the big ones. These are the 37-liter panniers. And so I've also added a IMS 4.7 gallon fuel tank. It took my range from 120 miles up to about 260. So I didn't bring a Rotopax fuel canister. Instead, I brought a Rotopax tool canister. And this little thing was awesome. I don't have everything full now, but you know, I was able to bring this big wrench for the front tire. I bought the socket, and for the rear tire I got the extra tool tubes in there, extra tire tubes in there. That's my tool kit. Another thing I had was a first gear Torrent dry duffel. This bag's pretty good. This is not it, obviously this is a brand new one. The original, the one I took on the trip, actually ripped. This buckle right here actually ripped completely off, and I was able to bunge it and get it home. But as soon as I got back, I took it to where I bought it. I bought it at Cycle Gear, and they gave me a brand new one. No charge, no questions asked. So pretty good. This bag is pretty good because it allows you to put a full tent, full stakes, all that kind of big stuff in that. So if you're camping out, and we camped out a whole bunch on this trip, you almost got to have a bag like this just to put all that stuff in, you know, your tent and your sleeping bag and all that stuff. So that is the reason I brought that bag. This bag this little top bag I use just to put my drinks and stuff in, and an extra pair of gloves and what have you. Oh, so you notice I have a windscreen here. This worked very well. It kept all the bugs and stuff off my chest when I was doing some highway riding. Because you see I got it all taped up and stuff right now. That's because it shattered on me when I went down in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. But so the reason I drilled these holes is that I really wanted to take this little bag with me. This is just a bicycle bag that you can buy at a Walmart or any kind of store. And I actually love this little bag. It'll hold 2 full-size bottles of water. It'll hold a couple tall boys or whatever drinks you want, a couple sodas. So the only other thing I have to talk about is my Oxford dry stash bag. These are relatively new to the market. I bought this pretty much a couple days just before I left for the trip. And I wanted it to be just a quick bag to have to get into. And I have to tell you, this bag, it doesn't look like it's a waterproof material, but it really is. I mean, it survived several downpours. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my setup for my sport touring dual sport. The 4.7 IMS fuel tank giving me a range of 260 miles. The Tusk panniers with Tusk racks is a very good setup. These are 37 liters. I have the first gear Torrent duffel, dry duffel, to hold my tents and sleeping bag and so to speak in there. I have the Oxford dry stash bag that worked very well. I can use it as a backrest or as a pannier bag. And it has some nice tie down points, so I would simply take this, zip tie it, and not worry about it. Or I would just pop the zip ties and just move it along as a backrest. Probably not going to go in this direction anymore. I'm probably going to go back in the opposite direction. I'm going to take all this stuff off. You know? Well, I'll tell you the main reason, because I just bought another bike. This is a 2012 Super Tenere. I know it's a black bike in a dark shop, and so the camera probably hasn't adjusted, but I've taken this Super Tenere on one long distance trip so far, and I'll tell you what, it is a amazing sport touring machine. Buying that Super Tenere allows me now to take this bike back down to the roots. I'm going to take all this crap off of it, and I'm going to, you know, use it as just a dual sport. And I've done 2 cross-country trips on this bike, and it handled well. But I think I'm going to going a different direction now.